Hi, this is Ahana from ahanaanddaniel.com. I'm actually just sitting and finishing the last finishing touches before the broadcast goes out today. It's just 8 minutes. Is it 8 minutes? Yeah, 8 minutes to go since the broadcast is going to go out. And this is for the Manifest Your Abundant Business Now. So in ahanaanddaniel.com, we work with heart-based entrepreneurs, soulful solopreneurs, home-based business owners, mompreneurs, service-based entrepreneurs, and we build a scalable, successful online business that builds abundance, not just through active, but also through passive income. So as I said, we are in the process of doing Manifest Your Abundant Business Now, which is a series we put together, and we brought some of our top entrepreneur friends. We put their strategies and their giveaways and their courses all in one place. And if you haven't accessed that yet, this is incredible information. As I said, there are the free courses, cheat sheets, downloadable ebooks, which you can use right now to take your business to the next level. So the link of that I'm going to provide for you with this video. Now, all of these entrepreneurs have made incredible success working from the comfort of their home. And you can get their story and all these strategies to take not just your business, but your life to the next level. But as I'm going through the summit and we're going through the series and we're getting a lot of feedback, we're getting a lot of people writing in, emails coming through, and we've been getting a lot of questions as well. Some feedback that we've been getting from the forum, there is, it's very interesting. People seem to be saying that there is a lot of information out there. There's a lot of interesting information, but how do you take all of that and align it to your goals? And when I mean goals, not just profits and revenues and getting clients and building lists, and not just the business goals, but also your personal goals. Like, how do I want to live my life? How do I want to spend my time? You know, how much time do I want to spend at work, and how much time do I want to spend with my family? How about personal finance? What will allow us to live in true freedom? And all of these parts are important to acknowledge when you are choosing, because you're always choosing. Every decision you take, it's a choice. And these decisions are the steps that you take to grow this purposeful business. And to understand that as you grow this purposeful business, it's not just to serve others, but also that the business needs to serve you. And so in order for you to make sense of all of this information with your, purposeful business for yourself and as for others that you're serving, I wanted to quickly share these 3 things with you today because they have moved me from a lot of struggle to alignment. And there are a lot of entrepreneurs going through the struggle. I was one of them. And there's still periods of time when, struggle crops up. But when you're going through struggle, it's like you're making these tiny little jumps of growth. Or when I figured these 3 things out, it actually moves you into a flow of massive growth. So that's how it used to be before I realized these 3 things. It would be very erratic for me. Sometimes I'd be like, let me try this Facebook strategy to get more leads. Let me try this list building strategy. Let me try this new YouTube video strategy. But all of these things that I was doing was not giving me the results I wanted, not getting me enough cash flow, not knowing which marketing was going to stick or going to work for me, which not. So it felt a little bit like running running a lot and running very hard and working very hard, but going nowhere. And it was really overwhelming for me. But when I realized these 3 things, things became very peaceful, aligned, and I started enjoying the process. And so I really wanted to share these 3 things with you. So let's quickly go through this. So here's what I want you to do with me. I want you to just take a deep breath in, breathe out, and we bring our focus here. And I want you to really focus on these 3 things because they can fundamentally change the game for you. The first one is this. It doesn't matter what whatever business you are in, network marketing, online business, craft-based Etsy business, drop shipping business, holistic healing business, it could be an author, it doesn't matter what business you're in. If you are in a business that does not work with your natural flow, which is your gifts, your skills, your talents, your passion, what excites you, well, then you won't be able to manifest success at the rate at which you want in your life. And you will always, you'll always feel the struggle. So let me give you an example. I know a lot of entrepreneurs who get into online business and they start following someone else's formula. Now, the formula per se, or what they're teaching you, the steps are not wrong, but somehow that is not aligned to what naturally flows for you. And if you're in that state where you don't know what you can do best, how things flow for you, how do you connect with your clients, what kind of clients connect with you best? If you don't know all of that, then basically you're following a process which is so out of alignment with you that you feel you get disconnected with that process. It's not naturally flowing through you, And when this happens, either you become very disappointed because things are not moving the way you want, or you become very frustrated because you're trying a bunch of different things, but somehow things are not falling into place. And this is where you need to step back and start thinking in terms of what is your natural flow. So that's the first thing. The second thing is about knowing your target, but not, how do I say it? It's about knowing a target that you're going to step into next. So a lot of entrepreneurs, what they do is they don't set realistic targets. So they think their 4 or 5 year target is what they want to finish within a year. So they haven't taken steps 1 and 2 and 3, and they want to go to step 15. And you really need to understand that this is my core. This is what I really actually want to reach. But these are the steps that I need to take in order to get there. And often I find that entrepreneurs either have too big or too small targets. And often if it's too big, it'll put them under a lot of pressure. And if it is too small, it is never satisfying or even motivating sometimes to go to the next step. So you do have to step back and figure out what is my next level. And I'm preparing a webinar on that. I will announce that soon on my page. So look out for that. It's going to be a free webinar, but it's going to talk about the different levels that you can take on your journey to creating a purposeful, active and passive income-based model that will sustain you long-term in not just your own personal freedom, but also to living your purpose. But and I will announce it soon. But you have to take a step back. At this point, you have to take a step back, and you need to start figuring out, yes, that's a long journey, but what are the tools, techniques, strategies? What's going to help me take me from just this to the next level? Just to the next level. And there, your efforts become very focused. So now we talked about 2 things. We talked about, the first was about finding your flow, which is going within. And the second was about finding your target, which is a direction, which is outward, right? However, the journey of entrepreneurship can be quite rough. And as you would well know. And if you're starting out or growing your business, there could be a lot of negative perspectives out there, a lot of opinions around you. And that's where you find the third rule of thumb, and it's really, really important, and that is to find a community that supports you and guides you and helps you build your business. Finding that community completely changed my life. Because, as you're growing, as you're transforming, you have to share. Because if you share, someone else can give you a perspective, a different perspective, and that's how you learn and grow. And in a group like this, where you have coaches and your peers can offer you perspectives, these perspectives are without judgment because they're going through the process as well. And so they support you instead of breaking you down or putting doubts in your head. And you can see other people make mistakes as well as, succeed. And you can learn from that too. Imagine if you were working solo from your home office, and sometimes you put posts up in the Facebook and no one likes it. Or you put out something and share and you don't find enough leads. Or you're sitting in a room and you just, feel like nobody really gets you. Do you get that feeling sometimes? Because I've seen this so often and it's happened to me as well. You can feel attacked, betrayed, disillusioned. And that's why it's so important to share these, as you're going through this journey, share this with your peer group and with your coaches. And that's why Daniel and I, we do our masterminds and group coaching, and it means so much to us because we too have learned, grown this way. And without the support of our groups, we would not have been here today. So without the accountability and support, it is really difficult for a lot of heart-based entrepreneurs, especially sensitive entrepreneurs. So there you have it, the 3 things that you can't do without. And this will give you the right alignment, the right direction, and the right support to build your business. Now, if you have any questions, just PM me or just write down below. If you're not in Manifest Your Abundant Business now, we're not going to keep this live and free for very long. Today is, I believe, the 8th day, so get on it. The link of that is there. Grab hold of all the freebies, all the resources. So get on to that, and I will see you again in the next video.